Scrum is a framework for dealing with complex work, often encountered when developing new products. Nowadays, with constantly changing market conditions and technology improvements, giving a high level of uncertainty, it is impossible to predict from the beginning how a product should be developed. Let me put this in simpler terms. We have absolutely no clue what customers will want 6 months from now, and we must accept the fact that we cannot predict the future. Spending 6 months to create a detailed plan with requirements and following that plan for another 1 or 2 years until the full product is ready to be released does not work anymore. So in these conditions, working with time boxes and quick adaptation is mandatory to ensure that the product does not fail. Scrum is a framework that imposes time boxes, feedback loops, and encourages small increments while overall trying to deal with uncertainty. What Scrum does is a bit of all the steps required to develop a product. This may include gathering requirements and understanding what customers want, planning, design and architecture work, development, testing, documentation, and to put them in a fixed length iteration called a sprint. So a sprint combines all aspects of the work required to build a product. Right from the first sprint, a Scrum team will try to create a working, tested, and potentially shippable product, even if it is not released to the customers or end users. After each sprint, the Scrum team demonstrates what they have accomplished and discuss what to do next. Customers often need to see the wrong product before they can say what they really want. The short iterations allow for constant feedback and improvement. This considerably increases the probability of creating the right product, a product that customers use and love. In order to accomplish that, the team needs to have all the necessary skills to understand the business requirements, to do any design, development, and testing work, so that by the end of the sprint, a potentially shippable product is created. A Scrum team consists of a Scrum Master, a product owner, and the developers. The product owner will create a list of features called the product backlog and organize that list to ensure that customers get the maximum amount of value. During sprint planning, the developers will select a list of items from the top of the product backlog, work on them during the sprint, and turn them into a potentially releasable product increment. A product increment is simply a new version of the same product. The Scrum team has a fixed time frame to complete the work, which cannot be longer than 1 month, and the developers meet in a daily Scrum to synchronize, identify problems, and keep the work moving forward. Along the way, the Scrum Master keeps the team focused on the sprint goal and helps remove any impediments that affect them. At the end of the sprint, the product increment should be potentially shippable, and the Scrum team, together with the stakeholders, conduct a review of the work completed and discuss what to do next. The last event of the sprint is a retrospective of the process. The Scrum team looks back at how the sprint went and figures out a way to improve their development process. Then they start from the beginning with the next sprint planning, and the cycle repeats.